I feel like you guys have seen so many different phases of this room. My childhood bedroom has been my room since we moved to California back in 2012, and there have been so many evolutions that you guys haven't even seen because it was before I started my channel. When we first moved here, my mom let us go crazy on our rooms, and so I painted these two walls hot pink and those two walls purple because purple was my favorite color, but I couldn't choose between purple and pink. Over the years, I feel like I have grown up in this room and it's just evolved throughout the different phases of my life. In high school, I redid my room a couple times, then quarantine hit and I did my quarantine room transformation. Ever since then, I've changed a couple things throughout my room. There have been like minor changes, but I haven't done like an updated refresh. And since I am moving back home for this next year, I really wanted to just refresh my room a little bit, change things out. I've had the same bed since we moved here. My bookshelves were kind of falling apart. I just kind of wanted to go through everything, purge, clean things out, reorganize my closet, and also just like elevate the room a little bit so I can really feel like a space that I just feel like matches this new phase of my life. I really wanted this room to be a little bit more mature, in between a teenage and adult bedroom, because I felt like every time I came back home between the breaks, I thought my room was cute, but it definitely was giving a teenage bedroom. Really, my goal with this room is I mainly wanted to get a new bed. I also really wanted to change out my rug because I feel like my rug is just very dark and I wanted to go for a different vibe with the bed. The shelves are going to go. I think that's going to be the biggest change in this room. I've had these bookshelves since like 2017. They were the IKEA Vitro bookshelves and I originally got them in white. I spray painted them gold and then I spray painted them black after a few years. They just took up a lot of wall space, I feel like, in my room. The paint job on them, because they were spray painted, was really bad and they had so many like chips and everything on them. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in this room over the next year because I'm studying for my LSATs, applying to law school, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of work in this room, and I really just wanted it to feel like a space that was inspiring and just conducive. I do think that your environment is so important. Whatever space you're in, make it your own. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter how big or small the space is, as long as the space feels like it's your own. So with that, let's go ahead and hop into the room transformation. 4 isn't gonna look too cute because I kind of already had my mom start taking things down before I came home yesterday. I just moved in all of my stuff from my dorm yesterday, so it's kind of a little bit of a chaotic mess. These are my closet mirrors. I'm just taking them out because I think the first thing I want to start off with is my closet. It's time for me to fully just go through this entire thing, every item of clothing, everything in this closet, and just purge anything that I don't need, just so that it can be clear, especially those top shelves. They're just so full of stuff. It's always so difficult, I feel like, to get dressed in the morning. Pretty much the only thing that I'm going to be keeping in this room right now is this desk and that rolling cart, but I want to possibly move the rolling cart into the closet depending on how much storage I have. The bed is going, that mirror is going, that rolling cart might stay just for some extra storage. These two rugs are not going to be here, they're just here for now, but this is kind of like what we're working with as of right now. This is like the before. The main thing that I'm going to be trying to tackle today, I'm trying to get as much done today just because this is my like only full day this week that I have to work on my room. The main thing is this closet. I'm going to start off by like going through the closet, putting in all of the clothes that I brought from school, and then we're going to probably try and get my bookshelves set up and my bed. If I can just get those 3 things done today, that would be amazing. Plus like all of my stuff unpacked for move out. Update on the room. I think my closet just looks so much better. Pretty much put all of the clothes, the clean clothes from school into my closet. I have 2 loads of laundry running right now. I organized all of these like top shelves and everything. Moved the mirrors out because basically the next step is going to be basically to just clear out this entire room, vacuum the carpet so that my dad can assemble the bed and also just mount the shelves. I think what I want to do is actually shift the desk in the end closer to the bed so that it can serve as like a nightstand and a desk. And then I'm actually not going to put the rolling cart in my closet anymore. I'm going to have it next to my desk just on the other side so that I can like have all my perfumes and like some of my makeup and stuff like easy access next to my desk. That way I don't have to go out and like get a nightstand, and I can also just like save a little bit of space in the room. I'm definitely downsizing when it comes to my bookshelves, so that's the thing that I think I'm worried about the most, is like what books I'm gonna fit, how many I can fit, all of that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's the second day. I actually got a lot done today, which is nice because I'm about to go to San Diego. I'm going to San Diego for like a day. We're going to a Arab jazz festival that we've been wanting to go to. They have them like once a month-ish. They kind of announce them on their Instagram, so check out their Instagram for details of like when they have their next one. But I'm really excited. I've seen it like on my friends' stories that live in San Diego, and I've been wanting to go, so this is the perfect opportunity. It's tonight from 6 to 9, so I'm just gonna sleep over at her house so I'm not like driving back. And we're gonna get dinner in La Jolla. So I wanted to just get as much done before I leave as possible, because when I come back on Friday, we're having people come over, and then this weekend is gonna be really busy as well. I built these bookshelves. I got them from Amazon. They have six shelves each, so 12 total, and they go up really high. They go higher than my previous shelves. I think they have like one more shelf than my previous ones, but they definitely are gonna have a lot less space. I really struggled with which shelves to buy, just because I used to have the Vitsjo IKEA bookshelves and they stored so many books, but they just took up a lot of space and they were getting really old and just weren't as convenient. So I really wanted to get a new pair of bookshelves, but all the bookshelves that I saw looked so cute, like especially the mid-century modern vibe. That's kind of the vibe of bookshelves, or the vibe of my room that I really wanted to go for. The issue with them is that they just did not have a lot of storage, which is fine for most people, but y'all know I have a ton of books. So I ended up just compromising and deciding to get like these shelves that are a lot more minimal and are gonna have less space. And I think I'm just gonna try and display like some of my bookshelves and then store the rest. I set up the bed yesterday. Actually, I shouldn't say I was like fully my dad. I just helped, and it took a lot longer than I expected. This bed is from Wayfair and it's like a little bit lower to the ground, which I'm really happy about. For now, temporarily, I have this crate as like my nightstand, and I stored some of my books down there, but I definitely needed like a lower nightstand to just kind of go with the bed. I need to go mirror shopping because this mirror is definitely not going to cut it. This mirror I got from IKEA a long time ago. It was definitely a good start for a mirror, but it is on the shorter side. I had to like prop it up on top of this wooden crate for me to be able to see my outfits. So now that I have a lot more space, I do want a little bit of a bigger mirror that's gonna go on that wall. This is just kind of the mess that I have to sort through. There are like more books in the hallway that I need to sort through when I get back from San Diego and finally put together these shelves, but they do attach at the top, so I'm just waiting for my dad to mount the shelves to the actual wall so that they're like in place and secure and earthquake proof. I just got back from San Diego. You can hear the construction in the backyard. It's because they decided they're gonna do like construction all along the street right outside my window. My mom and I are gonna go to this furniture place called Home in Foothill Ranch. I've never been, but apparently it's like a really big home goods, so they have a lot of options. And then we're also gonna drop by probably Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I'm looking for a full body mirror. I want something that's gonna be bigger than this white one. I kind of have a couple that I'm interested in. Like I really like the gold restoration hardware style mirrors. And kind of like this little mini mirror that I have on my desk. I also really like the arched mirrors, just the simple black arched mirrors. I've been really loving the like mid-century modern polymer clay look type mirror. So I'm kind of interested in a couple. I'm honestly just gonna scope it out, see what they have. I want a big mirror now that I actually have the space for it. I love doing my little outfit of the days and mirror selfies and things, so I definitely think it's like worth the investment. My Persian rug that I ordered from Overstock was supposed to come in this morning and they delayed it, so it's not going to be here till tomorrow. I'm still waiting on my dad to like actually screw in the shelves. We can do that tonight, sometime today, so then I can start like putting my books on the shelves, because I know that's going to be like the longest part of the process. They have the arched one. This one's $99, so $100 at home. They also have it in gold, but I think I'm gonna get black to match my room a little bit more. But I'm gonna try and look and see if they have different styles. Otherwise, this style is kind of like classic with the arch. So I had a couple of visions when it came to the mirror. I really have been obsessed with the restoration hardware type mirror that's like very antique and has like the gold crown molding. But that mirror is like an arm and a leg. And I'm not about to drop that much on a mirror for my hometown bedroom. But when we went to HomeGoods, I saw this mirror that was $150 and was basically a dupe of the exact mirror that I really wanted. It was just honestly so gorgeous, but my budget for my mirror was under 100. But my mom insisted, and she was like, you know what, if you want this mirror, I will pay the difference. Just get this mirror over the arched mirror. I'm actually so glad that I got this mirror because I feel like it is exactly what I wanted. This has been like my dream mirror. I've been obsessed with like the restoration hardware type mirrors, like the full length mirrors that are like gold and just have like that really pretty gold detail. And so I have been on the hunt for a mirror that's like similar to that style but more affordable. They had this one at HomeGoods for $150, which was honestly definitely a steal because just of the detailing and also the size too. Like it's truly full length. I don't have to like prop it on anything or anything like that. I feel like it just ties in so well with my room. It matches this little gold mirror that I have on my desk that I use to get ready. The other update is I finally put together the bookshelves and set up all the books. I was gonna do like a time lapse as I was putting things together yesterday, but to be honest, it was honestly a lot more of a complicated process than I originally thought, and it was kind of like a puzzle fitting everything just because these shelves definitely have a little bit less space than my previous shelves. So I was trying to like prioritize and like figure out like what books I wanted to display and what books I wanted to put in storage. I really love these shelves. They store more books than my previous shelves, but they take up more wall space and they go up a little bit higher. And I just feel like it makes the room a lot less, like a lot more open and a lot clearer. Like it definitely just feels a lot more minimal, which for me, I really wanted to make this space feel a little bit more clean just for this like next year. So it can be a space for me to focus because I am going to be studying for my LSAT, and just like a space that I can truly like work in and enjoy. I got from Amazon. I can link them in the description box and they're bolted to the walls. They have a pretty good amount of storage. I was able to fit like almost all of my books on here. And honestly, if I got a third, I could probably fit a lot more with space, but I decided to just like stick to the two. And then I have this TBR cart for all of my unread books. So that'll be just like filled up as I get like any more books. But I am trying to not buy as many books in this next year and just like cut down on my spending when it comes to books. So I'm just hoping that I can just maintain having these two shelves until the next chapter of like when I move out. I did sort these by genre just because I feel like genre works the best for me. So at the top, that top shelf is general classics. So a lot of like children's classics and like classics that I would have read when I was younger. The shelf next to it is going to be my historical fiction and just like a little bit of fantasy. Moving down this like second row right here is all fantasy. They're all of my political science books. So all of the books that I kept from like my classes and things. I've read a lot of these and like skimmed a lot of these, and I definitely want to reread some of these and just go back and like reread some of the readings that I didn't necessarily have the time to finish. So I wanted to just keep everything on one shelf so it'd be easy to see. And on this right shelf, I have general fiction. Most of these are like general adult fiction. Underneath my poli-sci books, I have nonfiction. So the nonfiction books that I haven't had to read for class that I've just read on my own. And then next to that, more general fiction, a couple like YA fiction that I still have. Here I have books by Muslim authors featuring Muslim voices. And then on the right, I have books by Black authors also featuring Black voices. Down here, I have a small poetry section, and then books about Islam on the right with some like space in between for any more books. And then romance, some more fantasy just at the bottom of these shelves. You can also like store some books down there. But overall, it honestly stores like a ton of books. I definitely recommend these shelves, and they weren't super expensive. I think it's a great purchase if you're looking for a set of bookshelves that aren't gonna take up too much space. The only thing left that I'm waiting on is my rug, and that's supposed to come in at some point today. So I was gonna wait until that rug comes in to give you guys the updates, but I don't know if it's gonna actually come in today or if it's gonna be delayed, because it was supposed to come in yesterday and it never did. We'll see if they actually deliver it. I'm excited for that to come in, because then the room will just like be finally complete. I have a podcast that was supposed to go up this morning that needs editing, so I'm gonna edit that in the meantime. And then later today, my friends and I are going to see The Challengers, which I'm so excited. I've been wanting to see this for a couple weeks now, but it came out kind of when I was like in the middle of finals week, dead week, all of that. So I'm excited to finally see it. I love Zendaya. I feel like she's just such a great actress, and I've heard nothing but good things about this film. So they're gonna come over and see my room, and then we're gonna go to the movies at the Spectrum, and hopefully my rug comes in before they see the transformation. My inspo for my rug was very much Persian rug, so I was just on the hunt for a fake Persian rug because Persian rugs can be hella expensive. My mom found this one off of Overstock and I am obsessed with it. There were a couple difficulties though when it came to the delivery. The rug is actually not quite coming in today. There's another delay with Amazon. I thought I ordered it from Overstock, turns out it was Amazon. My mom called them and they said they may be able to deliver it tonight, like really late tonight or tomorrow. So I'll probably end up showing you guys like what the final room looks like tomorrow. Nevertheless, still excited for it. I finished editing the podcast episode. That went up. My friends are gonna be here in like an hour and we're gonna go see The Challengers. I'm very excited.
You're going to realize it one day. That happiness was never about your job or your degree or being in a relationship. Happiness was never about following in the footsteps of all of those who came before you. It was never about being like the others. One day you're going to see it. That happiness was always about the discovery, the hope, the listening to your heart, and following it wherever it chose to go. Happiness was always about being kinder to yourself. It was always about embracing the person you were becoming. One day you will understand.
I'm really excited with how the room looks right now. It's not completely done. There are some other changes that are going to be coming soon. I'm planning on switching out my mirrors on my closet to wooden ones. And then we're also getting the carpets redone in our house, but I don't know exactly when that's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be in the next couple coming months. I'm happy where it is right now. I had a lot of fun updating the room and I'm really just happy with the space, and I feel like it's been a couple weeks since I changed up my room and I've been spending so much more time in here. It's just been a really nice like study space, filming space, relaxing space, and I feel like it's just the perfect environment for me and it reflects exactly what I wanted.